Cool. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy Thursday, everybody.
It's actually really kind of
And we were anticipating in the morning meeting that there would be an arrest.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News, live at 5.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, live at 5.
If I would have made a better judgment back then, none of this would have happened.
Nearly 9 years later, O.J. Simpson will be released from prison. Hear why the parole board made the decision. Plus, if you want to film the total solar eclipse coming to our area soon, there's something you need in order to capture the light. And
he has been nothing but an upstanding member of society, and he should be entitled to receive the benefit.
that's the reason an attorney is giving for requesting the driver of the deadly Woodmore bus crash be alternatively sentenced. Live at 5 starts now.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News, live at 5.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover, and for David Carroll.
And I'm Lori Mitchell, in for Cindy Sexton tonight. We begin with some breaking news out of Polk County. We have just confirmed an inmate has been shot in a COE. It happened off Highway 64 shortly after 2:30.
We know that the inmate was flown to the hospital, but there's no word yet on how badly he or she was hurt. We'll be sure to update you on air and online as soon as we know more.
Meantime, the man accused of crashing a school bus and killing 6 elementary school students could avoid jail time if a judge sides with his attorney. Jonathan
Walker's attorney says he's never been in trouble before and should be allowed to serve a sentence outside of jail. Meanwhile, the district attorney is pushing for more charges. Channel 3's Michelle Herron tells us about the high-profile case.
A diversion is something like a second chance, and Jonathan Walker's attorney believes he deserves one because he doesn't have a criminal history. Tears streamed down the faces of the people who loved the Woodmore bus crash victims most. They listened as the district attorney announced he has new evidence in the case that he hopes lead to more charges against bus driver Jonathan Walker. Walker's attorney believes that evidence pertains to the children who survived but were hurt.
We know how many children were on the bus. I know that there were other children who were significantly injured. And, you know, I think the district attorney's office is just trying to make sure that all voices are heard.
As more charges are considered, Walker's attorney is hopeful her client can avoid jail time on all the charges he's facing. She's asking for a diversion or an alternative sentencing program that applies to Class C felonies like the ones Walker is facing.
He has never been in trouble in his entire life. He is a high school graduate. He was working 2 jobs at the time of this event. He has been nothing but an upstanding member of society, and he should be entitled to receive the benefit of that diversion eligibility.
Amanda Dunn says if the request is granted, Walker would plead guilty, but a judgment would not go on his record if he completes things like probation or community service. The defense will present their case for a diversion on August 10th. It will be up to a judge to decide if one is granted. We'll let you know what happens. For now, reporting in Hamilton County, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
An arrest has been made in Chattanooga's latest homicide. The shooting happened this morning on Cypress Street. The victim is 42-year-old Katrina Holloway, and this is a picture of the person who's been charged, 43-year-old Reginald Oakley. Oakley was questioned and taken into custody earlier today. Now this morning, the victim's family and friends gathered at the scene of the crime.
I feel sad for her that she's gone, but even more sad for her son. Because his mama was like his everything, bread and butter. He was close with his mom. He didn't want for anything. She worked to make sure he had it.
This marks the 66th shooting in Chattanooga this year and the 20th homicide.
A boyfriend and girlfriend were arrested after child showed up at a hospital with a fractured skull. Doctors say the child had bleeding on the brain, had a broken arm, broken ribs, and other bruises. Another child with bruises was found at the home of Derek Douglas and Ashanti Flowers. They both face aggravated child abuse charges.
A family whose daughters were hurt when they fell from a Ferris wheel at a Tennessee county fair has filed a lawsuit. The suit names Family Attractions Amusement and Highlight Rides Incorporated. It's asking for a jury trial and unspecified punitive damages. A bent skid plate could have contributed to a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old's fall, which caused a broken arm and traumatic brain injury.
Repairs begin this Sunday on a notoriously bumpy road in Hickson. We told you yesterday about the City of Chattanooga's plans to fix North Point Boulevard. In the past, drivers have had to pay thousands of dollars for repairs to their vehicles after dealing with and dodging potholes. Now the city will take full ownership of the road and make the much-needed repairs. We'll explain why the city is just now making the repairs on Live at 5:30.
It's been another hot day. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris for your first look at weather.
Paul, tell us what we can expect tonight. Any bit of a cool down at all?
Not really. It's going to remain very humid for tonight, very sultry. Temperatures right now 92 in the city, but to get away from the city, mid to upper 90s, especially out west. Heat index right now is 99. We did hit 100 today. Nashville heat index 102, Louisville 104, 108 all the way to St. Louis and Little Rock. So some really hot stuff out there. As far as any rain goes, all the showers are well down to the south of us now towards Montgomery. There's some pretty good storms further off to the north, especially up towards Pennsylvania and New York State. But Vipercast is showing not much tonight. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. Fair skies to begin with. By noon tomorrow, pretty much fair skies. By 5 o'clock, just partly cloudy skies. Now by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, there could be a little cluster of showers and storms that could move east of the city. And then by 7 o'clock Saturday morning, it's pretty much over with. But by Saturday afternoon, I think we got a little better chance for some showers and some thunderstorms. And then right into Sunday, we'll probably do it again with more showers and storms. All right, the complete 7-day forecast is coming up in a bit.
Paul, thanks. We'll check back in with you shortly.
All right, the Hamilton County School Board meeting just started, and the topic tonight is I-Zone schools.
Those are the 5 lowest performing schools in the county. They are at risk of a state takeover. Here's a live look inside that meeting that's going on right now at the school board.
Once again, agreeing with Tiffany, we have to be honest with ourselves. If these schools have been on our list since 2002, and here we are at 2017, that is 15 years that we have subjected, and we're saying 2,300 kids now, but it could have been more, it could have been less along the way.
We will keep checking in with the school board meeting and let you know what's going on there.
Because in 2002, I was a senior in college. So.
Still ahead on Live at 5.
I've done my time. You know, I've done it as well and as respectfully as I think anybody can.
How soon O.J. Simpson will walk out of prison. Next.
After almost 9 years behind bars today, the Nevada State Parole Board ruled O.J. Simpson will be allowed to leave prison.
The panel granted his parole after hearing from Simpson, his daughter, and from one of the victims of his 2007 armed robbery in Las Vegas. NBC's Jay Gray has this story.
The hearing began with a bit of judicial housekeeping and a series of questions as Simpson was asked to explain how and why he was part of an armed robbery in 2007. In essence, his answer repeated his testimony during the trial, offering an explanation instead of what was expected to be contrition or remorse for the crime.
It was my property. I wasn't there to steal from anybody. And I would never, ever pull a weapon on anybody.
The hearing stretched out much longer than expected, over an hour, with Simpson often referring to his family and what he described as a renewed commitment to his Christian faith.
I've basically spent a conflict-free life.
But not free of controversy. One of the board members referring to his 1994 murder trial after the brutal stabbing deaths of his ex-wife Nicole Brown and friend Ron Goldman.
The majority of the opposition letters are asking us to consider your 1995 acquittal and subsequent civil judgment. However, these items will not be considered in this case.
The panel also heard from his daughter, who at times was emotional.
He's like my best friend and my rock.
And one of the victims in the robbery also spoke on his behalf.
It's time to give him a second chance.
Simpson closed his comments with what had been a highly anticipated apology.
I've spent 9 years making no excuses about anything. I am sorry.
Then the board met briefly behind closed doors before announcing their decision.
My vote is to grant your parole effective when eligible.
Simpson breathing a sigh of relief and bowing his head.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
October 1st is the earliest he could be released from prison. Jay Gray, NBC News, Lovelock, Nevada.
Simpson has informed the parole board he plans to live in Florida after his release.
The Senate opened this morning with a prayer for Senator John McCain. Senator McCain's office released a statement from the Mayo Clinic which said the senator has brain cancer. It was discovered during a surgical procedure to remove a blood clot over his left eye. Senate Chaplain Barry Black offered a prayer for the Arizona senator. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell then said a few words about the senator.
Senator McCain, as we all know, has never shied away from a fight. And I assure you, he isn't going to back down now.
His daughter Megan also weighed in, saying, "He is the toughest person I know. The cruelest enemy could not break him."
For patients going through chemotherapy, household chores like dusting and mopping have to be put on hold. Coming up in Eye on Health, find out about a program where a local woman battling cancer gets her home cleaned for free.
No relief from the heat and humidity until maybe the end of the weekend. I've got all the details on that on my 7-day forecast.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by Plaza Uniform at CHI Memorial. Shop for one of the largest selections of the latest styles of uniforms from name brands. Visit online at uniformplaza.com.
Chattanooga Police working to get a few accidents out of your way. Highway 153 near 27. Also look out for one Brainerd Road at South Germantown and an accident clearing on Dayton Boulevard at Ashland Terrace. Still seeing rush hour delays if you travel I-24 eastbound. Here's the view of traffic near Rossville Boulevard. Eastbound commute from downtown to 75. You're looking at about a 13 to 15 minute commute time. From the US 101 Information Center, it's Mo with your Eyewitness News traffic.
Dusting, vacuuming, and mopping are never fun, but these chores can be overwhelming for patients going through chemotherapy.
In this Eye on Health report, Latrice Curry shows us how a local woman's getting help from a program that provides free house cleaning services.
I had breast cancer 28 years ago.
Barbara Shield was diagnosed with cancer last year for the second time.
The first thing that it did, it took my appetite. And still, when I have one treatment a month, and when I go, then for the next few days, I don't want food.
And while she has a positive attitude, Barbara found that simple things became difficult or impossible for her to do.
Could not mop, I can't run the sweeper. It's just, dusting seems like a minor thing, but I have to bend over.
Barbara says there are a lot of things she can't do.
Housekeeping is usually never fun, but it can be overwhelming for those going through chemotherapy. Fortunately, women in our area like Barbara fighting cancer can now get free house cleaning services.
Crews from 2 Maids and a Mop work with Cleaning for a Reason, a national nonprofit who matches patients like Barbara with cleaning companies willing to donate their services and give back to the community.
Hello. Come in. How are you? Oh, I'm glad to see y'all. Good to see you today.
Well, basically we send out a team of 2 with all the supplies and equipment, and they're there for 2 hours. If, the patient wants them to scrub baseboards, do dishes, or even if they just want someone to sit down and play checkers.
The program provides service for 4 months. Women 19 and older currently undergoing treatment for any type of cancer are eligible for the service. Over the past 4 years, Alyssa says 2 Maids and a Mop has provided service for close to 50 women who are battling cancer. Alyssa says cleaning crews consider this more than just a job, but a labor of love, helping patients like Barbara have one less thing to worry about.
I believe our cleaners just get job satisfaction, just coming into these people's homes and realizing the impact that we have on their lives just really makes for a good day.
It certainly makes for a much better day and provides Barbara with a big sense of relief.
I would just walk through the house and look around and I think, oh man, I didn't have to do this.
Okay, darling.
No, she didn't. So she can just focus on her treatment and recovery. Latrice Curry, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
For more information about this program, you can head to WRCBTV.com. Cleaningforareason.org is their website. Now,
very nice. Well, it's been a scorcher out there. It seems like the heat and humidity continue to rise. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris.
That was rough today with the heat index hitting 100 today in the city, but a little west of us on your Huntsville, heat index got to about 110. Can you believe that? That's how warm it got out there. All right, we're going to see a little dip in the jet stream over the weekend, especially on Sunday. That's going to give us a better chance for some rain as it pulls down some energy a little bit closer to us. And that should cool us down too into next week. Looking at the Holiday Inn downtown cam, we're looking off towards the north, and we're looking at just some high and a few middle clouds, but no rain clouds. All the showers and storms are down near Montgomery. Big thunderstorms up into Pennsylvania, New York State. Another cluster of storms up in the Great Lakes. That's where the jet stream is right now. It's just riding right across the Canadian border in our northern tier of states. So there's just not that much energy coming our way to produce any good thunderstorms. 90 in Altamont and Athens, 91 in Cleveland, 92 in the city, while it's 87 out near Murphy. Winds out of the northeast at 9. Pollen count was only 5. Right now the heat index, even in Altamont, is 99. 99 in the city, 99 in Cleveland, 91 out near Murphy, 97 in Athens. Rough stuff. It's the hottest day of the year, at least it feels like it, as far as the heat index goes. 94 and 73, which is exactly what we predicted yesterday. We're 8 1/3 inches above normal in rain for the year. These are highs from Skywatchers. 94 in Chatsworth and Calhoun, 93 in Varnell and Tryon, 92 in Scottsboro, Lafayette, all the way to Dalton, with 87 out near Blue Ridge, 91 though in Ellijay, with 95 in Cleveland and Soddy Daisy, 94 right here in Shadow 3 and also in East Ridge and Trenton. Johnny Parks had 90 today. He was proud of that. And 88 up near Lookout Mountain, with 86 up on Signal Mountain. But 96 in Pikeville, 93 in Dunlap, 90 in Coalmount, with 94 in Jasper and 10 Mile, 93 in Riceville. Delano was 94, 90 in Murphy, only 86 in beautiful downtown Turtletown. All right, 7 o'clock in the morning. Nothing around here. Coming up into the afternoon, best chance is going to be in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Most of the rain south and north. 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, we could see an isolated shower storm into the afternoon on Saturday afternoon and then into the evening hours too. 7 o'clock Sunday, we could see a much better chance for showers and storms all day long through Sunday, and that'll be very helpful. And then coming up even into Monday, we could see some more showers and storms. Vipercast starting to get aggressive on that rain, mainly over the weekend, up to an inch of rain possible, maybe up to an inch and a half. 75 tonight with fair skies for tomorrow, 95. Heat index at least 100, could be 101, 102. Tomorrow night, 76 with fair skies. Boy, that is really muggy. And then on Saturday, about a 30% chance for storms, 93. Sunday, about a 40% chance for some storms. And on Monday, even a better chance for some showers and storms. Any one of those storms could drop a ton of rain in a very short amount of time. Looks like Tuesday and Wednesday will be drying off, but still a chance for some showers, but it should be cooler with temperatures 88 to 90 for next week.
We will certainly be looking forward to cooler
That'll
temperatures.
be nice. At least this is not continuing for months like last year.
Yep. Thanks, Paul.
Still ahead on Live at 5, is it safe to view the total solar eclipse with no eye protection?
And can you safely take pictures without damaging your cameras? Meteorologist Nick Austin fills us in on everything total solar eclipse that is coming up next.
Channel 3's Total Eclipse coverage is brought to you by Green Form. Call today to go solar at your home or business.
The solar eclipse will have a lot of people looking at the sky on August 21st, so you must protect your eyes.
Underline must there. Even if you plan to take pictures or video, you have to take precautions while looking through the lens. Channel 3 meteorologist Nick Austin has tips on what to do.
When it comes to protecting your eyes while recording the eclipse, you have a couple of options depending on how much money you want to spend. Just remember, no protection isn't an option.
You'll have this 2.5-minute piece of history recorded that you can show your grandkids.
Bill Buchanan has almost 40 years of experience behind the camera as a commercial videographer. He's excited about the chance to record a total solar eclipse, which hasn't happened in our area for about 600 years.
We live so close to this totality of a solar eclipse that there's no way I'd miss it.
Whether you choose to take snapshots or video, don't worry about damaging your camera. Buchanan says most modern devices can handle shooting the sun unless you get an extreme close-up. As soon as the partial eclipse begins, you need to carefully get ready, first pointing your camera toward the ground.
And then you can get your camera close and then move it up there and go, oh, there it is, now I'm in frame, and you can see the screen on your camera, the bright white dot.
Here is test video Buchanan shot earlier this month. While most cameras can handle the view, your eyes cannot, but filters can help. Before the partial eclipse begins, make sure you have a special filter like this one. You can buy one online or at some camera shops. It either screws or mounts onto your camera. Without it, you'll damage your eyes.
Those glass lenses can be pricey and cost you at least $50. A less expensive option, go online and buy sheets of paper filters like the ones used on these Eclipse glasses. You can cut them to shape and attach them right over your lens, even on your smartphone.
During the short-lived total eclipse, you can remove your filter, but once the sun starts to peek through again, your eyes are in danger.
As soon as that totality starts to come back away or to remove itself and you see that flash, you got to put your filters back on.
You might think of your eyes as your natural cameras, but if you don't keep them safe during the eclipse, you could miss out on future memories.
You can replace your camera, but you can't replace your eyes.
For this and other Eclipse stories, visit our website, WRCBTV.com, or look for the Eclipse section inside our app. In Chattanooga, Nick Austin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Totality will not occur in Chattanooga. That means the moon will never fully cover the sun. You'll have to keep your filters on throughout the entire event if you're here in the scenic city. The total eclipse will be visible from Cleveland, Athens, and Spring City, and that totality will occur at 2:30 Eastern Time in the afternoon. We'll be right back.